Previously on Wicked.
Welcome to another episode of Rainbow Popcorn. We had 2 out of 3 brothers watching movies through a rainbow lens. Hello, Brett.
Hello, Lee.
How are you?
I could be happier.
Mm.
And scene. I'm good. How are you? I am for good. How are you?
I am also for good. And
Are you though?
However, I have done some good deeds.
And did they become punished?
That remains to be seen.
Okay. Time
Speaking
shall
of
tell.
punished, there have been some not favourable reviews of the movie we're going to talk about tonight. We did, if you follow us on the socials, you will have seen our initial thoughts on Wicked for Good.
Yep. We shall expand.
After we saw the preview, and with a drink in hand, we are going
Spoilers.
to expand it. If you haven't seen the movie and don't know the story of the 20-year-old musical of the 40-year-old book,
40?
30?
Oh, 30-year-old book, fan fiction of the 85-year-old movie.
Of the 100-year-old book.
Yep.
Cheers. Oh, I've got to open it first.
Yep.
Hard rated something. Cheers.
Cheers. We did have I had a pink beverage at the Sun Theatre to watch Wicked for Good. And
Yeah.
I'm glad that I did because Glinda stole the show.
How are we going to talk about this?
So the movie is set previously on Wicked.
Previously on Wicked. Oh. Yeah.
So obviously it opens. I don't know how to talk about it.
Our thing actually, first,
Yep.
we're saying our rating out of 5. And
Out
then
of
we're
5?
justifying it
Okay.
after that.
Okay.
That's our new
okay,
thing
Okay.
that we started last week.
Yep.
I am going to give it a 4.
I actually feel like giving it a 3.75. Lee.
Oh.
I'm going somewhere in between a 3.5 and a 4.
Can
Max 4.
Alter my rating of Kiss of the Spider Woman.
No.
Okay. I am
That's
going to
why
give
I
it
gave that a 2, Lee.
I'm going to give it a 4 because it's a sequel. I'm giving it combined a 4.5, 1 and 2.
Yes, okay.
Right?
Correct. Yep.
If this was just a movie on its own, it would not be
it's
getting
not
a 4.
great. No.
If the song No Good Deed wasn't in this movie, it'd be getting a 3.5.
It'd be getting a 2.5.
Because I got an hour and a half into the movie, or an hour and whatever it is into the movie, and I was like, yeah, and then No Good Deed came. I'm like, oh yeah, Cynthia Erivo.
Thank God for that. Obviously, it starts post the first one. That's
How sequels work.
a dumb thing. And everybody's great except, there's a wicked witch flying around. She's a green lizard in the sky or whatever the words that Michelle Yeoh auto-tuned. Trying to kill everyone, apparently, according to the political propaganda that is put out by Madame Mirabal.
And she is blowing up the bricks
Yeah.
and freeing the enslaved animals.
Yes. Interesting.
All
Yep.
of my comments are going to go along the lines of, you've made a 1-hour act into a 2-hour movie and not added anything story-wise. 2 new
Yes.
songs,
Yep.
but not added anything story-wise.
No. I think what they could have added, the thing that they did add that I liked
Okay.
was a little flashback of young Galinda. Because obviously in the first one we had flashback of younger Elphaba.
Yep.
Flinging rocks at kids.
Yep.
And then we get this flashback of young Galinda wishing she was actually magical.
Had magic.
And
we also had a flashback of her lying when she said she did the rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
So we know that Galinda/Glinda can lie.
Yeah.
which we already knew. But there's a flashback to that. And similarly, the flashback of Elphaba is her standing up for something and getting angry.
Yes, which basically is the movie.
Yep.
The first part of the movie was the pacing for me. The pacing was off, and it was like rushed. I was like, okay, no good deed, not good deed. We're all great. There's still a witch. We couldn't be happier. We're engaged. Fiyero still wants to be with Elphaba, but Glinda's doesn't know. Oh, then we got to go back and do this, and then this, and then that, and then now you're the Tin Man. Whoop.
Yeah, which that pacing is second act of the musical pacing. But, John,
Yeah,
you have an extra hour to play with.
yeah.
So you don't need to rush those things.
What I would have liked is more. I think you said it, so I'll steal what you thought.
Sure.
Because obviously it was just like Bok doesn't love me. Bok's still in love with Galinda. I'm a wicked witch now.
So
Even though she's not a witch. 2, they never mention anything about her being anywhere near the east.
yeah.
3, no, she wicked. She's actually a bitch.
So she is a bit of a bitch, right? And she's a bit nasty to Bok, and then Bok breaks up with her, and so she says fuck all munchkins, but not in the way she wants to fuck Bok.
Yep.
And doesn't let them get on the train. And if we follow that into The Wizard of Oz, that means that all of the munchkins are calling her a wicked witch and singing a song, Ding Dong the Witch is Dead, Witch or
Yep.
Witch the Wicked Witch, Ding Dong the Wicked Witch is Dead, because she didn't let them travel on a train. So you could have expanded that a little of Nessa
That
Rose's
was from
story.
a different song. Sorry.
She just went a little bit bitch. Then she just said, okay, I'm the Wicked Witch of the East.
Yeah, she literally said it.
And-
I don't know if that is from the original. They just kind of added that in, whatever. But still, was like, okay, yeah, we know.
There's a few clunky lines, and I'm going to steal one of your things. And as much as it is fan fiction, the fan service in the musical is big, but in this movie version,
It's
is even
too much.
bigger.
It kind of. I rolled my eyes a few times. I think I
Yep.
looked at you at one
Yep.
point and went, really?
For an entire song.
Oh, I think I slowly turned my head like Stewie in Family Guy when Brian says it's turned his whole life upside down face. When it's like, when I realized that the new song that they put in for Elphaba was called No Place Like Home, I
Yep.
went, okay, you've lost me.
I didn't like it. I don't mind some fan service. I didn't like it. I also think it wasn't a strong song.
I don't think either of the 2 new songs were particularly good.
I think Glinda's was better
Oh.
as a song.
Yeah, okay.
But also Elphaba's had the issue of being called and her singing multiple times, There's No Place Like Home.
And that's why switch it around, because then that's what makes sense for Galinda to say to Dorothy at the end of The Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home.
Yep.
Glinda was not there for Elphaba singing to a bunch of animals that somehow tunneled through brick.
They lifted the bricks and then they tunneled.
Well, none of them
Okay.
have opposable thumbs.
No, but they can nudge with their noses bricks out of the way.
Okay. She wasn't there when she was sang a whole song about there being no place like home.
Is it
So it didn't make any sense.
maybe an Oz saying that then Elphaba put into song?
No, Elphaba just made it up.
Okay.
That's what the song made me believe. That's
I
how the
was-
song was written.
Thinking that it was a potentially overused Oz saying like clock tick.
Yeah.
They said
was
that
a
too
lot.
many
They
times.
said that so many times.
Too many times. Like,
Yeah.
all right, we get it. They don't call it a second or a minute.
Yeah.
They call it a clock
They call me a
tick.
clock tick.
Yeah.
Me a clock tick.
I
The thing that irks me about the second part of Wicked,
Yep.
like not the movie, like the actual story,
Yep.
is that basically all this bad shit happens because women are heartbroken. So
Okay.
Nessa goes off her shit because Bok doesn't love her.
Yep.
And then Glinda and Elphaba have a stick fight
Yeah. No lightsabers, unfortunately.
because of Fiyero.
Yep.
And then Elphaba is like, well, fuck you all. I will actually be evil because no good deed goes unpunished because Fiero's dead.
Yeah.
She assumes.
And she makes him the scarecrow, which is a fuck up of trying to save his life because her heart is broken
Yeah.
when they take him.
So that kind of is just a bit like women are too emotional. Is like what's annoying about it, where the first half is like, actually, no, they're like good people with real emotions and basically it's about racism. Whereas the second half is about animal rights and love.
What they didn't expand on, another thing they didn't expand on, and I think is a big theme of the book musical and could have been bigger in the movie, was
The page, the
the
stage,
corruption
and the screen.
of man and how men with power are shit. But Glinda with power is at
can
the end
then be
going to be
good.
Glinda the good,
Yeah.
for good.
Yeah.
And man, wizard, is not good.
He's not good. He just fucks off.
And also not good singer.
No.
Jeff Goldblum's song, The Wonderful Wizard, is an okay song.
No, it's actually bad. I skip it
And
every single time in
Jeff
every single
Goldblum
version.
is not good at it.
He was odd in this movie.
I think-
sorry.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum is odd, full stop. But you know what I mean? It just didn't quite click.
I think as an actor,
We are ripping this.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it's 4 out of 5, but here's everything that's bad about it.
well, no, I think the first one was so good and everyone loved it. And I've watched it at least 3 times since, like twice in the cinema and 3 times since, and it's only been a year. This one, I don't know if I'll go back to rewatch as keenly other than to watch it as the second half of the first one.
I think that its downfall is that the first one was so good that I don't know about you, but my expectations were very
I think
high.
that's why we're giving it 4 and 3.75 and then ripping it, because expectations were very high.
We will get to what's good.
Yeah. Well, no, I've said it. No good deed. So there are a lot of good, right? My big criticism, and it was I said my one criticism of the first one, I think from memory, was that they've made a 1.5 hour act into a 2.5 hour movie and haven't added anything. And they've done the same thing here. They've made it longer, but they haven't added anything story-wise. They haven't added any development of the Wicked Witch of the East.
Yep.
They haven't added any scene. They could have potentially actually had a scene of Dorothy. That probably couldn't have worked, but they could have added that. They could have slowed down that initial whole thing of leading up to the wedding. They could have added a bit of there's a plan for her to get out of it at the end. Like they could have added a little bit of that. Because, again, they didn't hold back from the spoilers. They essentially made a poster of Ethan Slater as Tin Man.
They made a poster of Jonathan Bailey surrounded by corn.
Yeah. So we didn't need to hide for the twist that Fiyero and Elphaba hatched a plan to get her out of there. So you could have added a little. You could have had a duet between them.
But that seemed like... Obviously, she knew he was alive because he wrote something on this ripped patch of his jacket that the monkey gave her. But then she's like hiding away. She melted into the floor, whatever. And then she opens a trapdoor and Fiero's there. And she was like, Fiero? Like, then it seemed like she was surprised that he was there and alive.
It worked.
Yeah, so it didn't make sense for me.
So there was a plan?
Yeah.
Or was she just like doing her own plan? Glinda didn't know the plan. Was it Chistry's plan?
Maybe it was Chistry's plan.
But or
I would
maybe
be
it was
surprised if it was Chistry's plan.
maybe it was Fiero's plan before he got taken.
Yeah.
They talked about it post coitus when he was saying, I've got a castle a few miles up the road that he doesn't live in.
Yeah. Didn't we pass the castle back a few miles? Yeah. So anyway, it was a bit clunky. But then I think because then it doesn't need to actually make sense because everybody knows that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, but so then make other things better.
Yes. Like
if you're like, we don't need to explain any bits of the story because everybody knows it, then make the fucking better songs. Or
no. So they don't need to explain the story or they don't need to go into the plan of this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Whether they do that in this stage show, I
don't
can't
think so.
remember.
They don't have time.
No.
But it's not a surprise to Elphaba at the end. Like Elphaba gets out. I don't think Fiero is there from memory.
No, I think he is. I thought he was like, from memory, I thought he was like waiting in the basement or whatever the fuck she goes to.
I think you're right.
If they don't go into depth with that bit, then why do we need to see the flashback of the wizard with terrible de-aging special effects?
Days.
That was so bad. That literally looked like somebody wearing a Jeff Goldblum mask.
Yep.
You know what it looked like? Somebody put a photo of Jeff Goldblum into ChatGPT and said, could you de-age this 30 years? And then he just put a face on.
Yeah, and now the Russians have his facial data.
Yeah. They do already. They're big fans of The Fly. Yeah.
So they have his facial data in all different forms too.
Yeah. In all versions of Fly form.
Yeah. That was bad, not only for the de-aging, but we know I hate clunky exposition.
Yep.
And if you've gotten 4.5 hours into Wicked Part 1 and 2 and don't know that the wizard is Elphaba's dad, you're not allowed to go to the movies anymore. No, you shouldn't be watching Wicked.
Yeah, maybe they were like, kids are going to watch this. We better explain it to them.
They put his fucking name on the soundtrack, right? And singing that first
You've said that
one.
about 87 times.
But also like Chistry, no offense to monkeys, Chistry worked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Chistry's a smart monkey.
Yeah, but like if Chistry can work it out, the movie-going public can work it out without you adding that scene, John M. Chu. I'd rather add a scene where Nessa Rose goes full witch.
Yeah, or there's more confrontation of, are you fucking serious? I can't get on this train, bitch.
Yeah. And then we go back to Munchkinland and there's other shit going on. She's signed the animals thing and all the Munchkins are like, what the fuck do you mean you've signed the animals thing?
Yeah.
Signed an executive order.
Rather than the Munchkins just being like the chorus for the start of each act and the end.
Yeah. Yeah, because in the
Waving their corn or flowers around
the Wizard
in
of
the air.
Oz, they get their own songs at least.
Yeah, they literally sing and welcome her to Munchkinland.
And sing Ding Dong, the
about
Witch is
Ding
Dead.
Dong, the Witch is Dead.
And each of the little community organisations of Munchkinland get a little verse too.
They welcome her to the Lollipop Guild.
Yep.
That's a big deal for the Lollipop Guild. They don't do that for anybody.
I want to know where the Lollipop Guild, like how did the Lollipop Guild respond to the travel ban?
I wanted to see some sort of Easter egg of this, that one that's bald with the little whoop.
Yep.
That. I want to see some little Easter egg of that in there. Not here's a koala.
I want to know, speaking of Munchkins, I want to know whose daughter that one Munchkin girl is. Because
Main Munchkin.
she gets as much screen time in this as Michelle Yeoh.
She gets as much as she does. That was so weird. And it was like, oh. And then it went back and you're like, there she is again.
Actually, next time I rewatch it, I'm going to get a stopwatch out because I think she actually got as much screen time as Coleman Domingo had lines.
Yeah. So that's what I thought as well. Because obviously then, now we're jumping back. Before she sings the fan service song, No Place Like Home,
Ugh.
the animals are like,
we're out.
Well, we're out. And Coleman's like, no. Coleman, the cowardly lion, is like, no, she's a bitch. And then I thought, oh, because I can remember then later in the thing when they're all trying to go get her,
Yep.
the witch hunters. And then, because in the stage show, Bok is like, look what she did to me. And then because of this, that's why he's a cowardly lion.
Yes.
And you're like, oh. So then I thought, oh, so now the lion can speak for himself. But then they didn't do that. Like, at least Coleman can mingo. Can't he just then say to everybody, like, I'm a wimp because she saved me or whatever? Yeah.
But also, like, you're casting Coleman Domingo.
Yeah.
Give
and
him
it was
some-
they made a big deal of it.
Give him some lines.
They made a big deal of it.
No, they made a big deal of it last week.
Yeah, I know.
Like, oh, by the way, we kind of forgot to announce.
Yeah.
Coleman Domingo's in
By
it.
the way, Coleman Domingo's in it. Here's another trailer that does the rest of the movie.
Peter Dinklage had more lines in the first one.
Yeah, he had one in this. It was bar.
Uh,
And I was like, is he going to speak? And so he doesn't get a credit, I assume.
But even when he walks back into his classroom, he doesn't speak.
No, because then they don't have to pay him.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so
So,
it falls a bit flat.
yeah.
It's the pacing's off. The songs, okay.
There's lots of reprises.
There's just lots of reprises and stuff. The highlight of the movie is No Good Deed. And that's the highlight. For me, that's the best song in the stage show.
Okay. See, what they did in the first one was they extended Defying Gravity.
Yes.
Like, it's much longer.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like they extended No Good Deed by much.
No, I don't think they did at all. Except for her, I feel like she held a note for like another 4 bars. I've
Was
still
it-
got more. I can hold it. Yeah,
Was
keep
it that
going, keep
high
going.
note? Because it's the same note and it's in Defying Gravity as well. And I'm like, that's Cynthia's note.
Yeah.
Because all singers are like, this one. This
Yeah.
A flat is me.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is an A flat.
I don't think it is.
Singers will know.
Imagine if it was A flat.
Yeah, it's
That'd be
not.
fucking mental.
It's a very high A flat if it is one. And I don't think
It's
it's
an
an
A flat 6. I don't know. So, yes. Before, maybe we'll move on to some things that were good, but I just have to say while we're still bashing it.
Can we talk about the reprises?
Sure.
And we talk about songs? Because the reprises felt like they'd extended or added little bits of reprises. Some in the underscoring, some in they've weaved it into an extra 8 bars of a other song.
Yeah.
And that felt very fan servicey.
But I feel like in the original stage show, there is reprises.
Yeah,
Because
but
that's
I feel
actually,
like
when you write, you legally have to have a reprise in a stage show.
but I think in this one it was dialed up.
I feel like
Because how else do they get the extra hour?
Because it opens with alphabet or all the people singing like it's wickeder every day or whatever the
Yes.
stupid words are. And I'm like, I don't remember that being a song.
And then that goes into Thank Goodness. I think it opens with Thank Goodness.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do.
I don't mind Thank Goodness.
Thank goodness. I think Couldn't Be Happier is good.
Yep.
Ariana did it very well. Like the acting of, I'm telling you that I'm happy, but I am not. She does very well.
She does very well, but it must be a thing in musicals that only the audience can see the emotion of a singer and the people in it just hear the words.
You know who really can see the emotions?
That girl, that munchkin girl.
The girl with no teeth. Yeah. the toothless munchkin girl. That's what
don't
she's
think
in
she's
the credits.
toothless.
No, she just has lost her front teeth.
Yeah. Because she's very, would be very obviously to an audience that's paying attention,
Yes.
not happy,
Yeah.
but she's just saying the words.
But the people of Oz are dumb. I also feel that the people of Oz are dumb. Like, and you know why? Because they get up at work. Get up at 12, and then they start to work at 1, and then they take an hour for lunch, and then they 2 it done.
well, no
So
wonder.
they don't do anything all day.
Well, their economy must be fucked.
Whoop.
No wonder the wizard has to bullshit everything because no one actually works.
I mean, make the Munchkins pay for the train. Then you'll get some economy.
You know why they don't have to work? Animal slaves.
Animal slavery.
Fact.
I mean, look at that horse that changes colour.
Yeah.
That
that's
horse
not
isn't getting
natural.
paid.
And that horse of a different colour is not doing that by choice
Nope. What? Being like changing colour, or
and working there.
it's like a mood horse. Anyway, that's.
But also,
you don't see that in Wicked for
Ariana
Good.
Grande gets dressed by birds for her wedding.
Very Cinderella.
Slave.
Yep.
The butterflies on the walk up to the thing, a very good effect.
Very good effect.
But they're not there by choice.
yeah, that wedding was reminiscent of the wedding in Crazy Rich Asians, which was also directed by
Also
John
with
M. Chu.
Michelle Yeoh.
Yeah. Speaking of Michelle Yeoh,
Yep.
she was bad.
Yep.
I'm not saying she wasn't that good. Michelle Yeoh's acting in this movie was bad acting.
I think Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Yeoh a little bit phoned it in.
Yes. Michelle Yeoh being like, she is coming to kill us all. I'm like, really, Michelle? She's like, I've got my Oscar now. I'm done.
She also can't sing, and that was okay because she only had a couple of bars in the first one. But she has a couple of lines of melody
Yes.
in this one.
She does. And she tried to sing them, so they auto-tuned it to the nth degree. Just Rex Harrison that shit.
Like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah. But, sorry.
Rex Goldblum.
Rex Goldblum. Rex Harrison did it properly. Jeff Goldblum, like, did speaky and then sung. I'm like, pick one, Jeff.
Yeah.
The song's crap anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It also
It's not like he's going to ruin it.
didn't fit in the story very well. Like, Elphaba's very angry when she comes to the wizard's lair.
But she has a soft spot for Elphaba. I mean, Glinda.
But then one little ditty and she's just dancing again. She's won over very easily.
She is. She's very easily influenced.
Which, in the context of a 1 hour act of a musical, okay. The context of a 2 hour movie,
Yep.
too quick.
Yep.
What else was good though?
Almost everything Ariana Grande did.
Oh, yeah.
If her her song, her new song,
Yeah.
it's not a good song.
With the mirrors.
I listened. The direction in that was good, but then too much because it was mirror into the mirror into the mirror.
Yep.
You were getting dizzy.
Yep. I got dizzy also with the flying, so maybe I just didn't have a good dinner.
I listened to the song on the way here.
Yep.
Because there was so much going on in the directing that I got distracted, so I wasn't really listening to the song. She was like, I'm in a bubble.
Yeah.
And then I was like, through another mirror. I'm like, ooh, that's impressive. And then after the 8th time, I'm like, yeah, we get it. She's in a bubble.
Yeah, we get it.
Mirrors
You know-
are representative of a bubble.
Know how to do the effect of mirrors, John.
Yeah, we get it. So I was a bit like, I wasn't listening because I was like, oh my God, there's another mirror. Oh, we did it again.
But what do you think of the song on its own?
It's dated. I listened
Okay.
to it again
Yep.
and it sounds like a Broadway song from like an 80s musical or a 70s musical.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't sound like a modern song, which I think is what the soundtrack does well for both parts, 1 and 2, is that they make the song sound more modern by the way they've mixed it. Like they put more bass and more drums and make them a bit heavier,
Yep,
some of
yep.
the songs. So they make them a bit sound modern. This just seemed dated.
Like a normal stage song.
Just like, oh, we need to give this character a song.
Also, speaking of that song, I really like the lyrics and the way lyrics are written. And I don't want to tell Stephen how to write lyrics,
Okay.
but bubbles don't pop. Bubbles burst.
I mean,
Really?
yeah, I don't know.
If
I
I
don't
went
want
up
to pop
you,
your bubble. Yeah, okay.
Now, if you say pop the bubble, sure. But if you go,
I pop a bottle of bubbles.
I'm just waiting for that bubble to pop. No, You're waiting for that bubble to burst.
That's true.
So that's an issue for me.
Waiting for that bubble to pop.
Pop does have a little bit more musicality to it.
Yep.
But anyway, that irked me.
You know who was good as well?
Ethan Slater.
He was actually all right.
He was very different singing as the Tin Man than as
Yeah.
Bach.
Yeah, that was quite good. But he was fucking pissed. I mean, he doesn't have a heart anymore, so
He's just angry.
he's just angry. He'll be heartless killing her. And then the look. And then Glinda's like, why does that man made of tin look familiar?
Yeah.
I can't wait for John M. Chu to do Return to Oz, actually.
I want to see what he does with the wheelies.
Let's see what, Jesus Christ, could you imagine? Anyway, Jonathan Bailey was good.
Yeah, he was good. He was good. It's the first time I've seen the sexiest man alive wrapped in Hessian.
He looked like Ryan Reynolds. Jonathan Bailey, as a scarecrow, just looked like Ryan Reynolds.
You think it was like Scarepool, like another Deadpool as a
Scarepool.
scarecrow?
Yeah. Yeah. But
He was good.
He was good because he did the emotions and the stuff well. And listening to the soundtrack again, As Long As You're Mine, they make that a bit heavier.
Yeah.
Like with the beat and everything. And it just makes it sound so much more sensual.
I actually
It's not a
thought-
love song. It's a let's fuck
It's a fuck song. I actually thought we were going to get a sex scene.
I did as well. I'm like, let's see a gay and a lesbian have sex on screen.
Yeah.
Go for it.
While one of them's green.
Trump is freaking the fuck out right now.
I thought we were going to get a sex scene. We did get Jonathan Bailey shirtless in the bed.
Yeah. He's got the mad riz.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's rizzed up to the shit.
Well, and that's what I said about it the first.
Is that a phrase?
It is now.
It is now. Jonathan Bailey rizzed up to the shit. That was actually on the cover of People magazine. Sexiest man alive, rizzed up to the shit.
Rizzed up to the shit. I actually think I controversially said after the first one that Jonathan Bailey in Dancing Through Life isn't that hot, but has riz.
Yes, okay.
I think he's hotter in this one.
He is hotter in this one.
And not just the shirtlessness. I think he's hotter in this movie. Maybe green suits him more than blue.
Maybe.
I say, I just want to think of something more good to say before I say something very controversial. That duet was good. Jonathan Bailey was good. Ethan Slater was good. Okay.
For good?
Mid.
Yeah.
That's the controversial thing I'm going to say.
Oh, okay, sorry.
I think it's very controversial, but it's mid.
I was full expecting to cry.
Yep. Well, I think
I was almost trying to make myself cry and it didn't even happen.
also, I think if the movie had been better, we could have cried. But also, we've said that we don't think John M. Chu directed this one as well as he directed the first one.
Correct.
Save for the mirrors. I don't think he directed and edited For Good very well.
There were a few bits where he didn't direct or edit it well.
There's some cuts that
There's some cuts. There was
bad.
one bit. There was a few bits. Elphaba's standing here with her broom in her left hand.
Yeah.
And then Glinda's opposite her and then there's one shot where it's like you can't see Glinda's face because the broom's in the way.
Yep.
I'm like, what?
Also, the staging of For Good, I don't think was done super well. They spent way too long spinning around the two of them as they sung their middle verse or whatever, their middle chorus or whatever it is together. They just went around. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no, do something.
Yeah.
Walk.
Fuck.
Move. Yeah. And then you said this, and I'm going to say it. At the end, both of them sing good in harmonies,
Good.
but only one of them was on the screen both times.
Yeah, just Ariana. One,
yes, it's
the
we
very last one
said
was
it's
Ariana going,
Ariana's movie.
"For good.
You need to show both of them on the screen.
Yeah, because it's about both of them.
And we know that he can because he did that average shot of when she closes the closet door and both of them are on either side of the door. I didn't like that shot.
That was old school.
Yeah.
There was also like, what song was it? Where they're kind of singing at the same time, but they're not there. They're not in the same place, but they're singing at the same time.
Yeah.
And then it's like Grease. Like
It's like Cynthia's projected onto
Cynthia's
there.
here, and then Ariana Grande is just like John Travolta floating in the sky or whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
The end. For good. It's the for good reprise at the end.
Yes,
Because
it
she's
is.
walking off to join
She's
Timothy
in June,
Chalamet
Yeah, in June 3.
in June Part 3.
Yeah.
Geez, imagine Timothy Chalamet's powers, Rebecca Ferguson's powers, and Cynthia Erivo's powers in June Part 3.
I mean, if I remembered what the powers were, because it was a long movie, I didn't really pay attention.
Austin Butler's got no chance, I think.
Florence Pugh's like, whatevs.
I don't know if Austin Butler is the baddie. I cannot
I'm
remember.
pretty sure he was.
Yeah, but is the Skarsgård still a baddie or is he dead?
Didn't he take over from the Skarsgård? Stellan?
Yeah, the dad. And
look,
Christopher Walken
they're
still
all
alive,
brothers.
or is that
It's
Florence
not his
Pugh?
dad.
No, isn't Stellan the dad?
I thought Stellan and Alexander Skarsgård and Bill Skarsgård were all brothers.
Okay, there's a young one.
Bill? There's a younger one than Bill?
A younger one than
Oh,
Bill.
fuck. We just got used to the 3. Don't give me another Skarsgård.
Like a child one. No, I thought there was Stellan and 3 sons.
I'm going to have a look.
And now a younger son.
Oh,
Speaking of Bill Skarsgård, I've watched a couple of episodes of Castle Rock.
Skarsgård family.
Okay, I've watched a couple of episodes of Castle Rock, and Bill Skarsgård's in it, but not as it. But also, I've criticised already it Welcome to Derry because if you're going to cast Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise again, put him in every episode.
Oh, wait a second. You might be right.
Stellan's the dad.
Stellan has 8. Okay, yeah, sorry. I thought he was younger, but he's like 74.
Yeah, he's old.
Oh, he has 8 children, including Alexander, Gustav, Bill, Walter, and Colborn.
So Alexander, Bill
is the True Blood. Bill is it.
It.
I don't know the other ones.
There's a young one who apparently is getting into acting.
Gustav, yeah, he looks familiar. Vikings. Anyway, this is
And Peter Sarsgaard is
Devolved.
not related because he doesn't have a K.
yes, and he's not Swedish.
So after
Anyway, we could put for good.
Cynthia Erivo walks off into the desert, it's left for Ariana to just sing the harmonies of For Good on her own
Yeah.
at the end. I think it's very good, and I think I'll watch it again
Yes.
just to be another viewing of it.
I think I want to watch it in, no offense to the Sun,
Yep.
a bigger theater.
Can I?
The sound was. Did I leant
Yep.
over to you and said
Yep.
it seemed a bit quiet?
Yep. I have this issue often in the cinema, and maybe it's because I'm getting old, and maybe it's because I'm used to at home we turn things up very loudly. It was quiet.
Maybe it was quiet because so many people were making noise. There was not.
Maybe it was
I
quiet
reckon
because so many people coming in and out of the theater.
there was not. I reckon the longest span of time without somebody going in and out and moving around was 2 minutes.
Yeah. They
Even
didn't-
right at the end, the credits ended. They were like, "Go out that way." I'm like, I'm still watching the fucking movie.
No, even, right, as Cynthia and Jonathan walk into the desert, someone decides to go to the bathroom. Like, just wait 3
I know.
minutes.
It's done.
But also, they started it like bang on. Couple of previews, couple of ads,
Yeah.
and they were on.
But they were also. That's what I think people don't remember about the Sun. The Sun Theatre. This is kind of an advertisement for them. They don't pay us, but hey.
Aside from we just said they don't turn their movie up loud
Yeah,
enough.
their previews 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that's what's good about it. It's not going to Hoyts and you sit there for half an hour
Yeah.
seeing like so many ads. And because then they also do the movie, the little bit about the sewing school or the boat or the
Fucking
milk.
boat. I need, if anybody local to the Sun Theatre is listening,
Yep.
if Rob Burt Murphy is listening, right? Who
Yes.
makes all those little
I've watched
ones.
a lot of his movies this year. Actually, no, I've seen about 5, but I've seen the same one 4
I
times.
need to know if that boat ever actually got onto the water.
Well, ask Sally Cap. She's not doing anything.
Okay. I'll ask her. What? I've got her on speed dial.
Yeah, well, she's probably... No, sorry. She's out in the street. She's like, what's his face? Baldy, Voldemort. Peter Dutton. Doesn't have a job. Sorry.
All right. For good.
Can I just say,
Yes. Something good?
I've already said Ariana Grande.
Very good.
So my summary,
Yep.
not as good as the first. Still an enjoyable movie.
Yep.
My expectations, I think, were extremely high, but that's not my fault. That's their fault.
Yeah.
Because it's not like they filmed this a year later. They filmed it all in like the same time.
Yep.
So
Yep.
they should have all had the same
Goodness.
vibe and the same oomph.
Yeah.
They shot it as one 4-hour movie and then just made it 2 parts.
Yeah.
So
Kill
it
Bill
should be
style.
the same kind of movie, like Kill Bill, like Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I fell asleep.
They didn't shoot that as one 12-hour movie.
Really? Directing, not fantastic, John. Not your best work. You said a few times they give Cynthia an Oscar this year. They owe her one.
Yeah.
She's not getting one.
I think there are a few Academy members, especially now that they've been told that they have to actually watch all of the movies, that will now be like, oh, shit, we should have given it to her last year.
I think she might struggle to even get nominated.
Yep.
Ariana Grande, on the other hand,
Yeah.
I think she will be a heavy favourite awards season to win a few because she was probably second place last year.
Yep.
And she's very good.
She's very good. She
Like
full range in this movie.
the down bit for me with the movie and her in it, but it's not her fault, is the stick fight scene bit
Yeah.
got a bit ridiculous. But hey, that's what the director wanted them to do. Jonathan Bailey was good. I don't know if he's good enough to get awards and stuff, but
Not with some other things that I've seen. You
I
said
think-
Michael B. Jordan shouldn't, but I think Michael B. Jordan is much better than Jonathan Bailey.
But
Not
they
that
would
they're in the
visit-
same category,
yeah.
but in
I've
terms of
seen a
acting
movie,
performances.
I've seen a movie where like Sean Penn and Benicio del Toro in One Battle After Another
Yep.
are both better than Jonathan Bailey in this.
Okay. Yep.
They're completely different movies. For me, Sean Penn is pretty bloody good. It just was good. It wasn't like the first
good.
one you watch and you go, holy shit. Like you sat there at the end of it and were like frozen because of how good it was. Maybe that's because of how it ended.
I don't think though we would have had a different impression if this had ended with No Good Deed. Like in terms
No.
of how good that's the
I
best
did
song.
almost stand up and leave at that point. So I'm like, great, I'm done. Thank you.
Yeah, because we knew what the movie was like by then.
That's the bit that was, I had very high expectations of that song.
I said that's the moment in the movie I'm looking forward to.
And insanity.
Yep.
She's so good.
Yep.
Her voice is insane.
I hope she doesn't become a talk show host.
I really hope so. But if she does win an Oscar, she will be in the Anne Hathaway category of winning an Oscar for one song.
In the Jennifer Hudson category of winning an Oscar for one song.
Yes.
But then I hope she isn't in the Jennifer Hudson of then tries to do another movie and it's no good, so she becomes a talk show host.
Yeah.
Even though she's won Tonys. So she'll still be
Yeah.
on the stage, Cynthia Erivo. I want to see... I hope this isn't the end of this little run of movie musicals that we've had in recent years.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that there is somewhere out there a Whitney Houston tribute show that needs a biopic written about it, because then we can have a Cynthia Erivo movie. a la Hugh Jackman in the Neil Diamond tribute biopic.
Okay, I was wondering where you were going with that. Yeah, so that's my thoughts. There were moments I really enjoyed, and I think they really did well, and there were moments that really disappointed me. Do you want me to tell you the worst part of the movie? Wait, guess. I haven't said it before, so it's not the stick fight.
Oh.
There was one other bit
bad.
where I think I looked at you and went, ugh.
It was a line.
No.
Because there was a line where you looked at me and you went, ugh. And I thought the same thing. And as they were saying, I'm like, Brett's going to hate this. And I also hated it, but I can't remember what it was. Was it
Towards the end.
when the monkeys took Michelle Yeoh away?
No.
Oh.
It was Shadow Dorothy
Oh,
picks up the broom and just fist pumps the air
Yep.
like fucking
Judd Nelson.
Judd Nelson, thank you. I nearly said John Cusack, wrong movie. And just fist pump the air.
Yep.
And I'm like, wow. One, that looked bad. I get what they were doing. Don't show Dorothy. It's not about her.
Well, and also generally on the stage, they do that stuff in shadow anyway.
Yeah. So I get that. Woo. Fantastic. Get it. It was interesting to me that through the movies and the story of Wicked, there is so much fan service.
Yep.
To the point like it's cringe where it's like, I'm so happy I could melt. But then the ending of how she throws water on her is completely different.
And the three aren't even there.
That's what I mean.
Scarecrow, Tin Man, and Lion aren't even there.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones that go there, get past the guards.
There was one that was dressed like that. So I'm like, thank you.
And
Easter egg.
Then get her out. And doesn't the Tin Man give her the bucket of water?
No. Wicked
Yeah.
Witch of the West, because we don't know her name yet.
Yes.
But has fire on a stick because Scarecrow's made of fire. His thing. Then
Yep.
Dorothy gets water to put out her thing and gets it on her. And what a wicked world! Oh, what a beautiful. No, that's Louis Armstrong. Wicked.
melting. Oh, what a world!
Yeah. So
I think
that's what was off, because then it's also like she only melted her by accident, where in Wicked,
whereas in
for
this
good,
one, Dorothy's
it's like
a murderer.
it's everybody tells her, get the bitch wet.
I think coding.
Wow, sorry.
The
Fierro's already done that.
I think the difference is I've been thinking about that, and yes, Dorothy just goes and he's like, hey, I'll give you the shoes if you give me the broom. And then she's like, nah, fuck that Scarecrow guy. So throws the water, accident, death, takes the broom. In this, she's a murderer. She goes there and to kill the witch.
Exactly.
And it's not it doesn't even feel self-defensey. Feels like she got herself out, found the bucket of water and threw it at Elphaba.
Yep.
And that's very different. And I have thought about that a bit, and I think that's a little bit of like, because we've played around with other things, we don't want this to be a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. Because in The Wizard of Oz, she just finds the Scarecrow and finds the Tin Man and finds the Lion. Whereas the way Wicked, certainly this one, has presented it is like they are three people that have been fucked over by the Wicked Witch of the West, which isn't the case in The Wizard of Oz. They're just people who Dorothy helps.
So they're not accomplices.
And then help her. So
in Wicked, the Tin Man is basically like, I will help you go and kill her. I really want this bitch dead.
Yeah, whereas
I can't get wet either because I will rust and I'll need my oil can. But then, like, where does he get his oil can from? That's another thing. But
in The Wizard of Oz, it's just like helps him down from the cross.
Yeah.
So I'm now your friend. Gets the oil can, now I'm your friend. And the cowardly lion is a coward, would say we'll just make any friends that he can.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, it's like, we got to get this bitch together.
Yeah. They come up with a plan to murder her.
Yeah. And I think I'll give them that is them trying to go, this is not a prequel to The Wizard of Oz. It is a fanfic with some loose connection at the end.
But it just was, anyway.
No, but still, the Judd Nelson was no good.
It was still really badly done.
It was terrible.
I also just loved it, and I think there's a meme of it that it's the funny thing of while Elphaba and Glinda are like, I love you, you've changed my life forever, blah, blah, blah. Dorothy's just in the basement.
Yeah.
I love it.
There's
She's
lots
just
of
like down there listening to it.
Memes of gifs of like Dorothy's in the basement while this banger's going on upstairs. It is, but also I've seen the meme of like a bit careless of the Wicked Witch of the West just to leave a bucket of water lying around. But then we see that it's deliberate.
She did it deliberately.
And I think that's what makes me think the plan was come up with before Fiyero got taken. Because Fiero's not coming up with that when he doesn't have a brain. But also Fiero, once he's the Scarecrow, is with Dorothy the whole time, so doesn't have time to meet Elphaba and come up with a plan.
Yeah, he's too busy dodging apples and stuff.
Yeah, and trying not to catch on fire because the whole mob have torches.
And then dealing with that guy in the background of the set that hangs himself. Do you know that? Do you know that theory?
That set was cursed, apparently.
Well, I don't know if the Wicked...
The Wizard of Oz?
The Wizard of Oz. I don't know if he painted his bricks with lead, but I think that's what they did. Or asbestos. No, the snow was asbestos.
No, that's the coloured sand that is being recalled from children's playgrounds at the moment.
Also, where was the poppy field?
They ran through the poppy field.
They were tulips, bitch.
Good news. They were tulips.
I don't know why. Sorry for
There was
calling
no
you a bitch.
poppy field. The poppies were just in
Could
the
you imagine if
classroom.
they did run through the poppy field? Good.
Good news. Oh.
Yeah.
No, that was just a one spell. The poppy's not always sleeping.
Oh, yeah, she went
until
and
made opium. And everyone went to sleep.
Yeah. And
Made
then
heroin.
And then Judy Garland had drug problems her whole life.
Yeah. There you go. I don't want John, like we've joked about it. I don't want John M. Chu to make Return to Oz.
Look, it's such a singular piece of art that you can't remake it.
We both thought it. We were just like, yeah, just play the movie again at the end.
At the end, it's like, we're at the start.
Let us be glad. We didn't get that song all, but we got, is it true you were her friend?
Which means we got 3 more close-ups of the toothless munchkin girl.
Kid. And then she was like, actually, no, I've got something else to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to be Glinda the good for good.
Yeah. My quote is, fall short of high expectations. It is 100% Ariana Grande's movie.
Yeah.
She carries the movie.
I thought it was good. No, my review is thank goodness for no good deed.
Okay, that's it.
That's it.
Thank goodness for no good deed. 6-word review.
6 words.
Ariana Grande carries this movie. 5.
Okay, you win.
Yeah. I said, okay, Ariana Grande. Carry there. That's my 6-word review.
All right, good. Tell us what you think in the Facebook group. Link is in the comments. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Rainbow Popcorn Podcast. We'll be back next week with an interview before we get into some Christmas movies. Thank you, Brett.
Thank you, Lee.